Welcome back to Quiz Time World History Trivia. Make sure to subscribe and like. Comment how many questions you got right. Thank you, let's go. What is considered the earliest known civilization in human history? Sumeria, around 4,300 BCE. When was the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza completed? Around 2500 BCE. Who was the first emperor of China, and when did he unify the country? Qin Shi Huang in 221 BCE, unifying China. When and where did the famous Greek Battle of Marathon take place? In 490 BCE, near the town of Marathon in Greece. What were the 12 tables, and why were they significant in ancient Rome? The 12 tables were the earliest legal code of ancient Rome. Established in 450 BCE, they formed the foundation of Roman law. Who was the famous ancient Greek philosopher sentenced to death by drinking poison? Socrates in 399 BCE. When did the Roman Republic transform into the Roman Empire, and who was the first Roman emperor? In 27 BCE, and the first emperor was Augustus Octavian. What event marked the beginning of the Common Era, CE, and the Christian calendar? The birth of Jesus Christ, traditionally placed around 4 BCE. What was the significance of the Silk Road in ancient trade and cultural exchange? The Silk Road was a network of trade routes connecting the East and West, facilitating cultural and economic exchange. When did the fall of the Western Roman Empire occur, and what were the main reasons for its decline? In 476 CE, due to internal decay, economic troubles and invasions by barbarian tribes. Who was the founder of Islam, and when did he receive his first revelation from Allah? Prophet Muhammad in 610 CE in Mecca, Saudi Arabia. What were the Crusades, and when did they take place? The Crusades were a series of religious wars fought between Christians and Muslims from 1095 to 1291 CE. When did the Black Death, bubonic plague, devastate Europe, and what were its social and economic impacts? The Black Death struck in the 14th century, 1347-1351 CE, causing widespread death and social upheaval. What was the Renaissance, and where did it begin? The Renaissance was a period of cultural, artistic, and intellectual revival that began in Italy during the late 14th century. Who was the famous explorer who sailed from Spain to the Americas in 1492, and where did he land first? Christopher Columbus, landing in the Bahamas on October the 12th, 1492. When was the Protestant Reformation initiated, and who was its key figure? The Protestant Reformation began in 1517 when Martin Luther published his 95 Theses. When did the English defeat the Spanish Armada, and what was its significance? The English defeated the Spanish Armada in 1588, marking a turning point in naval supremacy and ensuring England's dominance. When was the American Declaration of Independence adopted, and who wrote it? The American Declaration of Independence was adopted on July 4, 1776, written by Thomas Jefferson. When and where did the French Revolution take place, and what were its main causes? The French Revolution began in 1787-99 in Paris, France, driven by economic hardship, inequality, and political discontent. What was the significance of the Industrial Revolution in the 18th and 19th centuries? The Industrial Revolution led to significant technological advancements, urbanization, and changes in production methods. Who was the influential leader of the Haitian Revolution, and when did Haiti gain independence? Toussaint Louverture led the Haitian Revolution, and Haiti gained independence from France in 1804. When was the abolition of slavery in the British Empire, and who played a key role in its abolition? Slavery was abolished in the British Empire in 1833, with key advocates like William Wilberforce contributing to its abolition. What was the significance of the Opium Wars in Chinese history, and when did they occur? The Opium Wars, 1839-1842, 1856-1860, marked a shift in China's relations with the West and led to territorial and economic concessions. When did the California Gold Rush begin, and what impact did it have on the United States? The California Gold Rush started in 1848, leading to a massive influx of settlers, economic growth, and cultural changes. When was the American Civil War fought, and what were the main causes of the conflict? The American Civil War took place from 1861 to 1865, primarily over issues related to slavery and states' rights. When did the Meiji Restoration occur, and what impact did it have on Japan's modernization? The Meiji Restoration took place in 1868, leading to Japan's rapid industrialization, modernization, and emergence as a world power. When was World War I fought, and what were the main alliances involved in the conflict? World War I occurred from 1914 to 1918, with the Allies, including France, Russia, and later the US, against the Central Powers, Germany, Austria-Hungary, and others. When and where did the Russian Revolution take place, and what political system did it establish? The Russian Revolution occurred in 1917 in Petrograd, now St. Petersburg, leading to the establishment of a communist state under the leadership of the Bolshevik Party. When did the Great Depression begin, and what were its global economic impacts? The Great Depression started in 1929 with the stock market crash, leading to widespread unemployment, economic hardship, and financial instability worldwide. When and where did World War II begin, and what were the main Axis and Allied powers? World War II began in 1939 with Germany's invasion of Poland. The Axis powers included Germany, Italy, and Japan, while the Allied powers included the US, the Soviet Union, the UK, and others. When was the Universal Declaration of Human Rights adopted, and what does it outline? The Universal Declaration of Human Rights was adopted by the United Nations General Assembly in 1948, outlining fundamental human rights and freedoms. When did India gain independence from British rule, and who was a key leader in the independence movement? India gained independence on August 15, 1947, with leaders like Mahatma Gandhi playing a pivotal role in the independence movement. When was the Berlin Wall built, and when was it eventually torn down, leading to German reunification? The Berlin Wall was built in 1961 and was torn down in 1989, leading to the reunification of East and West Germany in 1990. When and where did the Cuban Missile Crisis take place, and what was its significance in the Cold War? The Cuban Missile Crisis occurred in 1962, involving the US, the Soviet Union, and Cuba, heightening tensions during the Cold War and narrowly avoiding nuclear conflict. When did the Apollo 11 mission land the first humans on the moon, and who were the astronauts on that mission? Apollo 11 landed on the moon on July 20, 1969, with astronauts Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins. When did the Internet become publicly accessible, and what impact did it have on global communication? The Internet became publicly accessible in the 1990s, revolutionizing communication, commerce, and information sharing worldwide. When did the 9/11 terrorist attacks occur, and what were their consequences on global security and politics? The 9/11 attacks took place on September 11, 2001, leading to significant changes in global security policies and international relations. When and where did the Arab Spring uprisings begin, and what impact did they have on the Middle East? The Arab Spring uprisings began in Tunisia in 2010, spreading to several countries in the Middle East and North Africa, leading to political and social changes. When was the Paris Agreement on climate change adopted, and what goals does it aim to achieve? The Paris Agreement was adopted on December 12, 2015, aiming to limit global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels and pursuing efforts to limit the temperature increase to 1.5 degrees Celsius. When did the COVID-19 pandemic officially start, and what were the main symptoms of the virus? The COVID-19 pandemic began in December 2019. Common symptoms include fever, cough, and difficulty breathing.